Hi, good morning, everyone. I'd like to welcome you all to our Doctoral Hotel and Tourism Management Info Seminar, right? So, we usually offer a face-to-face info seminar, but this time, because of a coronavirus outbreak, we have no choice but to offer online info seminar. So, I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you all stay healthy and happy, okay? And I hope, this virus is gone very soon, so we'll return to our normal life, okay? So let me talk about our program. First, this is our D.HTM program identity, right? So we follow American-style PhD format, combines coursework and thesis, with emphasis on research, right? So our students are required to take 9 subjects plus a thesis, right? So throughout the coursework and the thesis, students are able to independently conduct market and academic research. Also, our programs are taught by some of the world's finest academics in the field. So we have many international reputable scholars in different areas, such as human resource management, smart tourism, hospitality management, event management, finance accounting. So students can get the most the benefit by learning from these reputable scholars. Also, students can gain unique learning experience from their fellow classmates. So many of our students are currently either industry professionals or academics, right? So not only learning from your classmates, you have opportunity to develop professional network with your fellow classmates. So here are our D.HTM aims: innovation, creativity, and research skills. We integrate academic and industry research, and by fostering a global perspective, right? So again, throughout your coursework and thesis, students are able to learn business analytic skills and knowledge. Right, so this helps our students develop innovation, creativity, and also learn more about academic and industry research. Okay, here is the overview of our course structure. Right, so students are required to complete 51 credits. 51 credits. So our study mode is mixed mode. So which means students can be either part-time students or full-time students while they pursue our D.HTM program, right? So as a full-time students can usually finish our program within 3 years, and part-time students can finish our program within 5 years. But no matter what happened, they cannot exceed the maximum maximum registration period, which is 8 years. Right? Here is the tuition fee. This is the tuition fee required to complete whole D.HTM program, not 1 year or 2 year. So this is the whole amount of tuition fee to complete the whole D.HTM program. Okay, here is the coursework structure, right? As I mentioned previously, students are required to complete the coursework. So they have to finish 9 courses, 9 subjects. So among 9 subjects, students need to take 5 core subjects, 5 compulsory subjects, plus 2 specialism subjects, and plus 2 elective subjects. Right? So in addition to these subjects, students also have to take residential workshop, which is a compulsory workshop. So no credit is given to residential workshop. So residential workshop is kind of a warming up session, so where students learn about our program's policy and regulation. They also can attend some educational seminar for learning purpose. Also, they are given opportunity to get to know our teaching staff in addition to our current D.HTM students. Right? Then let me briefly, so go over two specialism subjects. Right? So we have industry specialisms or academic specialism subjects, right? So if you are interested in academic stream, so we recommend, for example, hotel and tourism management education, and hotel and tourism management research seminar, right? But if you are more interested in developing your career in industry, then you consider taking these two industry specialism subjects, which are innovation in hospitality management solutions and hotel and tourism senior executive seminar, right? Also, you can take a mixture of academic stream and industry stream by taking one subject from academic stream and the other subject from industry stream. So this is about specialism subjects. Okay, let me briefly go over our elective subjects, because students have to complete two elective subjects. So let me introduce elective subjects. First, a specialism subject. So students also can take a specialism subject as elective subjects. So also we have independent study and structural equation modeling. They are also D.HTM elective subjects. Students are also allowed to take our MSc program subjects from MSc, International Hospitality Management, and International Tourism and Convention Management, right? And a maximum of one doctoral level subject from outside of SHTM with prior approval given by the program leader. So which means is that, for your learning purpose, for example, in order to write your thesis, you need to take a particular subject, but that subject is not available at our school or other Poly department. Then, with approval of program leader, you can take that subject outside SHTM or outside PolyU. So, and also students who have not completed successfully on MSc level research method subject or on MSc level research project thesis must take research method that is available, that is MSc research method class. So when you pursue master degree, you did not take any research method, you need to take this MSc level research method subject as your elective subject. Okay, thesis. Usually once students finish the coursework, our students start a thesis, right? So a thesis is divided into two parts, thesis 1 and thesis 2. So it's 12 credit each. So thesis 1 is about a research proposal, including introduction section, literature review, and proposed methodology, right? So if you successfully pass thesis 1, then you can move on to thesis 2, in which you collect the data and analyze the data, and then also you write implications and recommendations based on your data analysis findings. Right? Okay, let me briefly explain some unique feature of our D.HTM program. So, flexible mode of study to suit your needs, right? So here is the intensive block release mode, 2.5 day sessions. So let me illustrate our block release mode. So for example, you are living in Korea, and you're part-time students. So you plan to take one subject this semester, right? Then you need to come to Hong Kong, right? So because then all this subject is offered in block release mode. So you will take first half session in this manner for 2.5 days, right? So after you finished the first half session, you come back to your country, and then later you'll come back to Hong Kong again to finish the second half session by following the same manner and schedule, right? So usually our part-time students are taking 2 subjects each semester. Then when they come to Hong Kong for the first session, they take first session for 2 subjects. So 2 subjects are scheduled back to back. So usually when they take the 2 subjects each semester, so each time they come to Hong Kong, they stay in Hong Kong for 1 week to finish the first half session for 2 subjects. And then they go back to their country. And later, they'll come back to Hong Kong again to finish the remaining session. So they also stay in Hong Kong for 1 week. So in this way, part-time students can complete the coursework. So I believe many of you will be interested in knowing who our Korean students and our alumni are. So let me briefly go over the profile of our some of the current students. So this student, Bao, he is serving as the president D.HTM University in Vietnam. Student on the left is Chief Executive Officer in Chiang Mai, Thailand. He's running hotel business. And student on the right is currently serving as a finance director of Hyatt Group. Okay, so here is the profile of some of our alumni. So, Dr. Benson Tang is executive director of corporate travel at UBM. Dr. Carmen Lam is a chief customer officer at Anadan Development Public Company. Okay. So this slide is showing the profile of our industry professional or alumni. And next slide is about profile of academics alumni. So for example, Dr. Warren Zucker is Associate Dean in Thailand. Dr. Joseph Tormey is the Director of the Hospitality Management in the US. Alumni on the right is Dr. Edward Roquette. He is the President of the university. Okay, so annually our schools organized a variety of events. Among events, we organized and host a D.HTM and PhD cocktail reception for new students. So at the end of new semester, we provide this welcome reception for our new students. Asian paradigm in hospitality management. This is quite a unique subject. So this is one of D.HTM compulsory subjects. taught by our dean. So students are attending dean's lecture in Hong Kong for 2 days while they are staying overnight at Hotel Icon, which is our school hotel. And then they fly to Bangkok and Thailand and to attend the remaining dean's lecture while staying over at upscale hotel in Bangkok. This is quite unique course, and we receive some wonderful feedback about this unique course annually. I think you are interested in knowing our entrance requirement, right? So let me go over our entrance requirement. First, you need to hold a master's degree, of course, right? So master's degree in hotel and tourism management or equivalent, such as business administration or marketing and finance accounting, right? Also, sometimes we give a very exceptional consideration to those who hold outstanding excellent business credential, even though they do not graduate from our area. For example, one of our alumni is a lawyer. Right? So when he applied for our D.HTM program, he's a lawyer. So he studied law. He didn't get any degree from hotel and tourism management, but his background is outstanding and excellent. We give exceptional consideration. Okay? And let me talk about the industry requirements. We require one of these 3 industry experience criteria. Okay? First is a minimum of 1 year of full-time teaching experience in tourism and hotel management, plus at least 1 year of work experience at the supervisory or managerial level. Right? This is first criteria. So if you cannot satisfy, this criteria, we have another, industry requirement, another criteria. Second one is substantial and relevant work experience, not less than 4 years at the supervisory or managerial in the hotel, tourism, or related industry, or at least 5 years of teaching experience in tourism and or hotel management, right? So as long as you meet one of these 3 criteria, then you satisfy our industry requirement and criteria. Right? Okay. Another entrance requirement is, is about English, right? So you graduate from English taught master program. If you graduate from English taught master program, so you don't need to take the English test such as TOEFL or IELTS. But if you don't graduate from English taught master program, you are required to take English tests. So here is the minimum test score requirement. TOEFL is 92 for internet-based TOEFL. IELTS is at least 6.5 or above. So here's the information about how you apply for our program. Right? So we receive your application online. So you need to visit this link to start your application. So application due date is April 30 this year. Right? So when you apply for our program, we also require you to submit these documents, such as copies of transcripts, copies of master's degree graduation certificate, personal statement, 1 letter of recommendation, copies of a TOEFL or IELTS results. If you don't graduate from English taught master program, and proof of past and current employment records. Right? So once we receive your application, we review your application. So then when you are shortlisted to be invited to interview, we'll inform you of our decision. So shortlisted applicants will be invited for interview. Okay, so if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me or Mr. Jason Chow, Executive Officer, or you can contact Ms. Juliana Ching, Assistant Officer. Right? Okay, so here is the D.HTM info seminar. So if you have any questions about our D.HTM program, please feel free to contact me. Okay, all right, thank you. I think we received some questions. So I'm gonna respond to some of questions. Okay, the first question we receive is, how long does it take for the admission process once I have submitted application in late March, right? My response is very soon, very soon. We are quite efficient. Now, our application, the review process is quite efficient. So you'll be surprised to know how soon we'll get back to you. It's very soon. Right? And then once you know you are shortlisted, we will inform you of when you need to attend our interview. Okay. So how can another question is, how can I submit my application? So as I explained before, right? Here is how you apply for our D.HTM program. So you need to visit this website, right? And then follow the instruction, right? But in case sometimes some applicants encounter some difficulty or some problem, then feel free to contact us, me, Mr. Jason Chow, or Ms. Juliana Ching. So I think we'll immediately get back to you with the relevant information. Another question is, do you have any scholarship available in this program? Our program is a self-finance program, so we don't get any fund from government, so we don't provide any scholarship. Yeah, but in case our students are selected to teach some subjects in our school, then that is called a teaching assistant. When they are appointed as a teaching assistant, they receive a stipend each month. They receive a stipend or scholarship each month. But this teaching assistant is only applicable to full-time students only, not part-time students. So when they are successfully appointed as a teaching assistant, the amount of studentship is about 17,000 Hong Kong dollars per month. 17,000 per month. But again, only full-time students is qualified to be a teaching assistant. Also, when students are, they submit their paper to academic conference, then their paper is selected as standard presentation. We also provide some subsidy for students to attend the academic conference. Another question is, how many words do I need to write for the thesis, right? So here is the information, and the 40,000 and 70,000 words, right? But this is not an issue because we look at the quality of a thesis rather than quantity. So don't bother with the number of words, as long as our students follow the instruction from their supervisors, then they are likely to successfully finish their thesis. Okay, so we got the last question. Can I first take the full-time mode for fulfilling the subject requirements and then take part-time mode when writing thesis. Of course, right? Students can switch from full-time to part-time mode, or vice versa. Part-time mode to full-time status, right? Of course, that is possible. When they are selected to be the full-time students, they normally take 3 subjects each semester. Right? Okay, so then once they complete the coursework as a full-time student, they can switch to part-time students when writing a thesis. Yeah, another question we got is, I work in the tourism industry as an English tour guide for more than 4 years, but not at a supervisory level or managerial level. Am I qualified? I'm afraid it's not qualified, because English tour guide, this position is not considered as a managerial or supervisory level. However, please submit your applications or CV. I think, I will advise you to submit your CV for my detailed review. So then I will get back to you whether you are qualified or not. In this case, for example, your academic qualification is excellent. Then, some of your background is excellent. Then we may, seek for special approval on this case, right? So, it's all depending on case by case. So, when you are not sure whether you are qualified to apply for our program, please submit your CV to me. Then I will review your background, and then I'll get back to you to inform you whether you are qualified or not. Yeah, so we got another questions, which is, I want to know the research fields or projects for the doctor program. Do you have any research project related to wine tourism? Thank you. Yeah, of course. So research project, and I think during the coursework, during our program, students are focusing on their coursework, their thesis, right? So if they are interested in wine tourism, right? Then of course they can select the wine tourism as their thesis topic to work on this thesis, right? Also, we have a wine master program, so which means we have good scholars who is knowledgeable in wine tourism area. So you can find one of these scholars, as your thesis supervisor. Then you can maximize your learning outcome. Okay, so another question is, what's the academic research experience you require? Actually, we don't require your academic research experience. This is your learning outcome throughout our program, because this is doctoral program, not MSc program. So you are given opportunity to have in-depth learning, whenever you take the subjects. Right? Then, as long as you make efforts to, achieve your learning outcome from each subject, you naturally gain, research knowledge and insights, right? So, for example, you have to take theories and concepts. So you are given opportunity to learn more about theories and concepts in tourism and hospitality industry. Plus, you need to take statistical courses such as qualitative research method and quantitative research method, right? So throughout this coursework, you are naturally given knowledge and learning about academic research. And then you apply your learning when you work on thesis, right? So then at the end of our doctoral program, I'm sure you are able to independently conduct academic research or business research. So another question is the alumni network strong? What is the background of your alumni members? Okay. So our alumni background is quite diverse. Actually, many of them are academics teaching at the university, while some are developing their careers in industry. For example, our alumni are teaching in Korea, in the US, Singapore, Australia, and Thailand, and others, right? So, and also as I show you some, profile of our industry alumni, right? So many of them are, holding senior management, right? Plus, we have a China D.HTM program. China D.HTM program are running in mainland China. So many of them are industry professionals. So, which means you are given opportunity to develop your network with even China D.HTM program, right? So I think that is also another benefit, another reason why you should join our D.HTM program. Another question is, if the student is accepted and get the teaching studentship, will the salary be able to cover all the fee in this D.HTM program, right? So answer is, as you know, the living expense is Hong Kong is very high, especially rent, housing fee is very high. So the salary covers partial living costs in Hong Kong, including accommodation or other living expenses. So that is why, many of our current students get some scholarship from their organizations, for example, the university, because many of our students are current lecturers from their country. So when they apply for our program, they get some government scholarship from their country. So another question is, I finished my executive MBA in Peking University, China, at the time where they only issue degree certificate, not academic credential. Would this be a problem? Answer is, we need both degree certificate and academic credential. So in your case, we need a special approval for your admission. Okay? So just like this case, if you are not sure about whether you're qualified, please do not hesitate to submit your CV to me. So we'll review your case, and then we make recommendations accordingly. So don't hesitate to contact me, okay? Please send your CV to me immediately. This is a comment, not a question. A comment from one of our viewers. I noticed many graduates of D.HTM are university academics. Some are very active as leaders in industry. Yes, that's true. Our alumni members are very active in the industry, and the network is tremendous, right? So the feature of our D.HTM program is diverse in nationality. We have students from Korea, from Singapore, from Germany, from the US, from other countries. So, which means that you can take advantage of this network around the world. Plus, we have a China D.HTM program. So, China D.HTM program profile is different from Hong Kong D.HTM profile, because many of China D.HTM students are industry professionals. However, in Hong Kong D.HTM program, many of our students are aiming to be academic rather than industry professionals. We received no further questions, so we are gonna close the info seminar about our D.HTM program. So again, please feel free to contact us whenever you have any questions. Okay. Also, when you are not sure about whether you are qualified to apply for our program, please submit your background and or a CV to us. So we'll review and get back to you very soon. Okay. Thanks so much for attending our D.HTM info seminar. Once again, please stay healthy and happy. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.